You may fetter my leg, but my will, not even Zeus himself can overpower. These words, spoken by Epictetus, a man born into the chains of slavery, who rose to become the teacher of emperors, contain the most dangerous secret in the history of human psychology. Most people believe that to defeat an enemy, you must attack them. You believe that to stop the narcissist who is currently dismantling your life, you must shout louder, prove them wrong, or plot a revenge that mirrors their own cruelty. You think that by winning the argument, you win the war. You believe that if you can just make them understand the pain they've caused, they will finally stop. But the Stoics knew a deeper, more terrifying truth. The only way to truly defeat a predator is to render their entire arsenal irrelevant. We live in an era where the narcissist has become a modern plague, a psychological parasite that feeds on the light of others. They are emotional vampires who thrive on your reactions. They do not just want your love, they want your anger. They do not just want your praise, they want your tears. To a narcissist, your emotional distress is supply. It is the data point that proves they still exist. It is the fuel that prevents their hollow, fragile ego from collapsing into the abyss of its own worthlessness. In this masterclass, we are going to explore 4 specific Stoic-rooted protocols to fundamentally dismantle the narcissist's power. We are not talking about petty games. We are talking about the total reclamation of your soul. We are going to look at why your silence is more piercing than a scream, why your truth is more damaging than an insult, and why your happiness is the ultimate weapon of destruction. The path I am about to show you is not for the faint of heart. It requires a level of internal discipline that 99% of the population will never achieve. The narcissist relies on your impulsivity. They rely on your need to be understood. They rely on your empathy. If you skip a single second of this video, you are essentially handing them the remote control to your nervous system. If you are ready to stop being the prey and start being the architect of your own peace, type "I am the exception" in the comments right now. Let us begin the construction of your inner citadel. The narcissist operates under a persistent pathological delusion. In their internal narrative, they are the sun, and you're a minor planet forced to orbit their gravity. They demand to be the lead actor in every scene, the judge of every moral value, and the ultimate arbiter of your reality. To dismantle a narcissist's ego, you must perform a radical act of psychological erasure. The Stoic concept of the dichotomy of control is your primary weapon here. Epictetus taught that the beginning of all wisdom is the ability to distinguish between what is up to us and what is not up to us. The narcissist's behavior, not up to us. The lies they tell your mutual friends, not up to us. The frantic text messages they send at 3 in the morning, not up to us. What is up to you? Your judgment of those events, your focus, your mental real estate. When you spend your energy wondering, why are they doing this to me? You are effectively handing them the keys to your home. You are allowing a squatter to live in your head rent-free while they dump toxic waste in your garden. Seneca, the great Stoic advisor, reminds us, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. The pain you feel right now isn't coming from the narcissist's words. It's coming from the echo of those words that you are allowing to reverberate in the halls of your mind. To dismantle their power, you must adopt a state of active indifference. First, the void of response. A narcissist is a feedback loop. They poke you to see if you still have nerves. If you scream, they feel alive. If you look at them with the cold, unblinking blankness of a granite cliff, they begin to panic. You must become the gray rock. You respond with yes, no, I see, and that's your opinion. You provide no emotional color. You are a wall. Second, the information embargo. Stop sharing your dreams. Stop sharing your fears. Stop sharing your daily schedule. To a narcissist, every piece of personal information is a potential bullet. By becoming an enigma, you leave them with an empty magazine. They cannot manipulate what they do not know. Finally, the center shift. You must move the center of your universe from them to the work, your mission, your discipline, and your virtue must become the only things that deserve your attention. When you stop looking at them, they begin to cease to exist. In their mind, being ignored is worse than being hated. Hatred is still a form of attention. Indifference is an erasure of their very being. Whenever the narcissist attempts to trigger you, close your eyes. Visualize the Earth from the edge of the solar system. See the continents, the oceans, the tiny flickers of cities. Now find yourself. Now find the narcissist. See how small, how microscopic, and how utterly insignificant. Their drama is in the context of a 14 billion year universe. When you realize they are a momentary glitch in the cosmos, it becomes impossible to take their tantrums seriously. You don't get angry at a raindrop for being wet. You simply move away. By demoting them from a villain to a minor inconvenience, you strip them of their God complex. The second way to dismantle a narcissist is to stop pretending the mask is real. A narcissist's entire life is an elaborate, exhausting performance. They construct a facade: the successful businessman, the perfect mother, the tortured artist, to hide a deep, agonizing and hollow cavity of self-loathing. Most people feed this mask. We do it out of politeness or to avoid conflict. We nod when they tell obvious lies because we don't want to deal with the explosion that follows the truth. We participate in their shared fantasy. Stoicism, however, demands an uncompromising relationship with reality. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." To torture a narcissist's sense of control, you do not need to insult them. In fact, insults are just another form of supply. Instead, you simply apply the Stoic virtue of veracity. You refuse to participate in the play. When the narcissist begins to gaslight you or brag about an imagined achievement, do not respond with anger. Anger validates that they are important enough to upset you. Instead, respond with the cold, clinical curiosity of a scientist. If they lie, ask, "That's an interesting statement. What objective data are you using to support that conclusion?" If they try to rewrite the past, say, "I remember it differently. I will trust my own memory. We don't need to agree, but I won't be changing my reality." If they demand an emotional reaction to their crisis, ask, "How does my emotional distress solve this practical problem?" Let's focus on the logistics instead. Because the narcissist's world is a house of cards, they cannot handle the wind of objective inquiry. By refusing to applaud their performance, you create a narcissistic injury. You aren't being mean, you are being real. And to a person who lives in a fantasy, reality is the ultimate torture. When you see through them and remain completely calm, you strip them of their only currency, your belief in their illusion. They thrive on the gaslight, the ability to make you doubt your own eyes. When you stand firm and say, "No, the sky is blue," regardless of how loud you scream that it's green, you reclaim your mind. You have effectively broken the spell. The third way is the most profound act of psychological rebellion. It is the long game. You must become a version of yourself that is so vibrant, so disciplined, and so self-sufficient, that the narcissist is no longer a factor in your decision-making. A narcissist's greatest fear is your evolution. They need you to stay broken. They need you to be a mirror that reflects their supposed light. If you grow, if you heal, and if you find happiness without them, you are effectively telling them that they are dead to you. Seneca stated, "No person has the power to have everything they want, but it is in their power not to want what they don't have." A narcissist thrives on your dependency, whether it's financial, emotional, or social. To dismantle their influence, you must achieve total sovereignty. First, physical excellence. Train your body as if it were a temple of the state. Discipline your diet. When you are physically formidable, your brain produces higher levels of resilience. A strong body is the first layer of the inner citadel. Second, economic independence. Work with a singular Stoic focus on your career or craft. The fewer strings they have to pull, the less they can make you dance. Every dollar you earn independently is a brick in your wall of freedom. Third, healing as war. Seek therapy or deep introspection. Not just to talk, but to identify the hooks they use to catch you. When you heal the trauma of your past, you remove the buttons they love to press. You become buttonless. When a narcissist sees you thriving, genuinely thriving, not faking it for a photo, but genuinely at peace, they experience a psychic agony. They realize their gravity has failed. They realize they no longer have a supply line to your soul. To a person who believes they are the source of all value, seeing you find value in your own virtue is a devastating, ego-shattering blow. They will try to hoover you back. They will try to sabotage your new success. But by then, you will be so far above them that their reaching hands cannot even touch your shadow. This is the Stoic victory. To become so great that the enemy's existence becomes irrelevant. Finally, we arrive at the nuclear option. The Stoic concept of apatheia. Do not confuse this with the modern word apathy. Modern apathy is a lack of caring because you are lazy or defeated. Stoic apatheia is the freedom from passions, the irrational, violent emotions like rage, fear, and desperate longing that cloud human judgment. It is the state of being so centered in your own reason that no one can manipulate you. The narcissist is a master of the hook. They spend years studying your psychological weaknesses. They pull the guilt string and you stay. They pull the anger string and you fight, giving them the high of engagement. They pull the pity string and you return to the cycle of abuse. Apatheia is the act of cutting the strings with a stoic blade. When the narcissist launches a verbal assault, a gaslighting campaign, or a smear attempt, your response must be absolute stillness. You look at them with the calm, detached gaze of an observer watching a storm from behind a thick glass window. You do not explain yourself. You do not defend yourself. You do not justify, argue, defend, or explain. The narcissist yells, you breathe. The narcissist lies, you stay silent. The narcissist threatens, you look at your watch. A narcissist is an attention addict. They need your reaction to know they are real. When you provide a vacuum of silence, it is like depriving a fire of oxygen. They will escalate. They will scream. They will cry. They will try to find a new, deeper wound to salt. But if you remain the master of your soul, they will eventually suffer a narcissistic collapse. In that collapse, they are forced to face the one thing they hate most, their own empty reflection. They realize that they are screaming at a wall that does not care. They realize that they are powerless. To understand why these Stoic methods work, we must look at the biology of the narcissistic dynamic. A narcissist's behavior is designed to trigger your amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for the fight or flight response. They want you in a state of high cortisol and high adrenaline. When you are in a survival state, you cannot think rationally. You are easy to control. By practicing attentive awareness, you are training your brain to keep the prefrontal cortex online, even under fire. You are choosing the cool blue of reason over the hot red of reaction. When you refuse to react, you are physically denying the narcissist the dopamine hit they get from seeing you upset. You are literally starving their neurochemistry. This is why they become so frantic. It's a withdrawal symptom. They are addicted to your reaction, and you have just cut off the supply. This is not just philosophy. It is a neurological revolution. You are rewiring your brain to be immune to their manipulation. Every time you stay calm in the face of their rage, you are building a new neural pathway, a pathway of sovereignty. There is a final stage to this protocol. It is the most difficult, but it is what ensures the narcissist can never return. It is the exorcism of their ghost from your psyche. Stoicism isn't just about ignoring the person. It's about changing the way you think about them. We often keep our abusers alive in our heads by seeking closure. We want them to apologize. We want them to admit they were wrong. Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." If you are waiting for closure, you are still their prisoner. You are waiting for them to give you the key to your own cell. The Stoic truth is that you don't need closure. You need release. Stop the investigation. Stop checking their social media. Stop asking mutual friends how they are. Every time you check in, you are inviting the parasite back into your bloodstream. Forgive the debt, not the person. In your mind, stop waiting for the apology. Treat it like a bad debt that has been written off. It's gone. It's a loss. Move on. Become the diamond. A diamond is formed under immense pressure. Use the pressure they applied to you to harden your resolve. Let the betrayal be the catalyst for your highest self. When you reach the point where you can hear their name and feel nothing, not anger, not sadness, just a mild recognition of a past event, you have won. You haven't just tortured the narcissist, you have erased them. They are no longer a factor in the universe of your mind. One of the most powerful Stoic tools for dealing with narcissists is premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. Most people are hurt by narcissists because they are surprised by their cruelty. They expect the narcissist to act like a normal, empathetic person, and when they don't, the shock causes emotional trauma. The Stoic does not expect the narcissist to be kind. The Stoic expects the narcissist to be exactly what they are, a narcissist. Before you have to interact with a toxic person, visualize the worst thing they could say. Visualize them lying, screaming, or trying to gaslight you. Do not just see it, feel it. And then visualize yourself standing there, unaffected. Visualize your breathing remaining steady. Visualize your heart rate remaining slow. When the event actually happens, the shock is gone. You are not thinking, how could they do this? You are thinking, right on cue. I prepared for this. By removing the element of surprise, you remove the element of harm. You have already suffered the event in your mind, so the reality has no sting left. This is how you become a master of the future. You are never caught off guard, and therefore you are never vulnerable. Why do we argue with narcissists? We do it because we want to be right. We want the truth to be recognized. But the Stoic asks, at what cost? Every minute you spend arguing with a narcissist is a minute you have sold your soul. You are trading your most precious resource, your time and your tranquility, for a victory that doesn't exist. You cannot win an argument with someone who doesn't use logic. You cannot win a debate with someone who has no shame. Next time you feel the urge to defend yourself, ask, is my peace of mind worth more than their opinion? If you answer yes, then you must walk away. To stay and fight is to admit that their opinion is more valuable than your serenity. This is the ultimate self-betrayal. The Stoic wins by refusing to play the game. They realize that being right in the eyes of a fool is actually a form of failure. The only person you need to be right with is yourself and your own conscience. Amor fati, the love of fate. This is perhaps the hardest Stoic principle to apply to narcissistic abuse. How can you love the fact that you were manipulated? How can you love the betrayal? You love it because it was the catalyst for your strength. Think of the narcissist not as a villain, but as a toxic teacher. They were sent by fate to test your boundaries. They were sent to show you where you were weak, where you were dependent, and where you were seeking external validation. Without the narcissist, you might have remained a doormat for the rest of your life. The narcissist forced you to build the inner citadel. They forced you to find Stoicism. They forced you to become a version of yourself that is harder, wiser, and more self-reliant. In this sense, the narcissist did you a favor. They meant it for evil, but you used it for good. By adopting amor fati, you take the final bit of power away from them. You are no longer a victim. You are a grateful student of a very difficult lesson. You have turned their poison into your medicine. To help you implement these 30,000 characters of wisdom, we are launching the 7-Day Inner Citadel Challenge. This is the practical application of the theory. Day 1. The emotional audit. Write down every hook the narcissist has in you. Is it financial? Is it the fear of what the neighbors think? Awareness is the first step of the erasure. Day 2. The Grey Rock Test. For 24 hours, respond to every provocation with 3 words or less. Observe the narcissist's confusion and your own rising power. Day 3. The Mirror Reflection. Look in the mirror and say, my value is determined by my virtue, not by their opinion. Reclaim the mask from your own psyche. Day 4. The Digital Cleansing. Block, mute, or delete. Remove the digital ghost from your devices and your eyes. Day 5. The physical sacrifice. Do a workout that pushes your limits. Build the physical citadel through sweat and discipline. Day 6. The view from above. Practice the cosmic meditation for 15 minutes. See the total insignificance of the narcissist's drama in the grand timeline of history. Day 7. The final release. Write a letter to the narcissist that you will never send, stating that the debt is forgiven and you are gone. Burn the letter. Why did Seneca write so much about anger and difficult people? Because he lived in the court of Nero, one of the most famous narcissists in history. Seneca watched as Nero destroyed everyone around him. Seneca's advice wasn't theoretical. It was survival. Seneca taught that anger is a temporary madness. He believed that the best way to deal with a madman is not to become mad yourself. He wrote, "The best remedy for anger is delay." When you feel that surge of rage at a narcissist's injustice, remember Seneca. He had to keep his composure while Nero burned Rome. If he could maintain his tranquility in the face of a literal monster, you can maintain yours in the face of a toxic relative or boss. You are practicing the same mental discipline that allowed the greatest philosophers to survive the darkest times in human history. You are part of an elite lineage of unconquerable souls. Stoicism is a silent revolution. It doesn't require you to hold a protest or win a court case. It requires you to win the war inside your own mind. When you stop reacting to a narcissist, you aren't just coping. You are performing an act of defiance. You are saying, "You are not the master of my reality. I am." This is the ultimate torture for a narcissist because it highlights their own lack of self-control. They see you calm and collected, and they realize that they are the ones who are truly crazy. They are the ones who are slaves to their emotions. Your silence is a mirror that reflects their own instability back at them, and they cannot stand the sight. Virtue is its own reward. When you live a life of integrity, courage, and self-control, you carry a light within you. The narcissist hates this light because they cannot possess it. They will try to steal it or dim it or tell you it's not there. They will try to make you feel like your kindness is a weakness. But in the Stoic view, kindness and self-control are the ultimate forms of strength. As you ascend into your Stoic peace, your very existence becomes a testament to their failure. You don't need to do anything to them. Your flourishing is the ultimate judgment. You don't need to torture them with actions. You torture them with the simple fact that they could not break you. You are not alone in this fight. Millions of people are currently being hunted by narcissistic predators. Millions are feeling the same gaslighting, the same rage, and the same exhaustion. By choosing the Stoic path, you are joining a global network of survivors and thrivers. When you choose to stay calm, you aren't just doing it for yourself. You are doing it as an example for everyone else. Support each other in the comments. Share your stories of silence. Share your victories of non-reaction. When one of us stands firm, it makes the rest of us stronger. We are building a new world, a world where character matters more than status, and where peace matters more than attention. Let's bring this home. We have explored the 4 ways to dismantle the narcissistic influence using the ancient, unyielding tools of Stoic philosophy. 1. The erasure of the spectacle, reclaiming your mental real estate. 2. The refusal of the mask, holding them to the standard of objective truth. 3. The cultivation of the untouchable self, making your growth their greatest defeat. 4. The void of non-reaction, becoming the master of your own emotional strings. This journey is not easy. It is the hardest thing you will ever do. It requires the bravery of a warrior to face the discomfort of their rage and the potential loneliness of walking away. But it is the only path to true lasting freedom. The narcissist wants to be the author of your biography. They want to be the one who determines if you are good or bad, worthy or worthless. But as the Stoics remind us, the pen is, and has always been, in your hand. You are the architect of your own character. You are the guardian of your own peace. If this message reached you at the right time, if it gave you the blueprint you needed to start building your inner citadel, then show your strength. Like this video to help the algorithm reach others who are currently being hunted by psychological predators. Subscribe to Stoic Journal and join a community of people who refuse to be victims. Before you leave this video, I want you to make a contract with yourself. Go to the comments right now and type, "I am the guardian of my peace. Let those words be the first brick in your new fortress." Check out the playlists on your screen to continue your training. The world is loud, the narcissists are screaming, but your mind can be a sanctuary of absolute silence. Stay stoic, stay dangerous, stay strong, rise. To ensure you are fully armed, let's look at the Stoic glossary of freedom. First, ataraxia or tranquility. This is the ultimate goal. It is a state of robust calmness that is not easily shaken. When a narcissist screams and you feel nothing but a mild curiosity, you have achieved ataraxia. It is the torture of the narcissist because they realize they have no emotional hooks left in you. Second, prosoj or mindfulness. The constant attention to one's own thoughts. The narcissist relies on you being unconscious, reacting on autopilot. Prosoj is the habit of asking, why am I feeling this? Is this thought based on reality or their manipulation? Third, memento mori, remember death. By remembering that life is short, you realize how foolish it is to spend even 1 hour worrying about a narcissist. They are a temporary distraction on your journey to the grave. Why give your limited time to someone who doesn't value your soul? Fourth, sympathia, the cosmic connection. The recognition that we are all part of a larger whole. Even the narcissist is a broken part of that whole. Seeing them as a broken part rather than a monster helps you detach. You don't get angry at a broken branch, you just step over it. The defense of the soul is not a one-time event. It is a lifelong project. The narcissist may leave your life, but the tendency to seek external validation may remain. This is why you must never stop building your inner citadel. Every day, perform a self-examination before bed. Ask yourself, did I allow any external event to disturb my peace today? Did I react out of impulse or reason? Did I maintain my boundaries? By doing this, you ensure that the walls of your soul remain strong. You become a person who is not just healing from a narcissist, but a person who is fundamentally unbreakable. You are now a student of the Stoic path. The world will try to pull you back into the drama. The world will try to make you reactive. But you know the secret now. You know that your power lies in your response. You know that silence is your sword and peace is your shield. Go forth into the world with the quiet confidence of a philosopher king. The narcissist has no power over you unless you give it to them. And from this day forward, you choose to keep your power. Let's talk about the silent tax of resentment. Resentment is like drinking poison and waiting for the other person to die. Stoicism focuses heavily on the economy of the soul. You have a limited amount of emotional energy. Every minute you spend resenting the narcissist is a minute you are paying them. The Stoic torture is to evict them. Stop paying the tax. The moment you truly let go of the resentment, the narcissist loses their last tether to you. Finally, remember the metaphor of the dog tied to the moving cart. The dog can either run with the cart or be dragged by it. The cart, which represents fate or other people's actions, is moving regardless. When a narcissist does something, the cart has moved. You can either fight it and be dragged through emotional turmoil, or you can accept that it happened and move with your own life. The narcissist wants you to be dragged. They want to see the struggle. When you simply run with the cart, meaning you accept the reality and make your own moves, the drag disappears. The radiance of the unbothered is your ultimate shield. There is a specific kind of beauty in a person who is truly at peace. Not someone trying to look unbothered, but someone who deeply is. This radiance is the narcissist's greatest enemy. It is a constant reminder of what they can never have. By focusing on your stoic peace, you are becoming a living memento mori for their ego. You don't need to say a word. Your presence is the torture. Your peace is the victory. The narcissist thought they were breaking you. They didn't realize they were building a stoic. Stay stoic, stay strong. Would you like me to elaborate further on any of these sections or add more content to ensure you hit your specific duration goals?